welcome to a new video for Sonic Sorcery, where we create magic with sound. I'm Stefan Key, your Sonic Sorcerer, and in this video we're gonna have a look at a very powerful frequency, 111 Hertz, and yeah, we can use it in our healing music and sound healing and for meditation, and the effect that it has and how it's related to the Solfeggio frequencies. So if you saw one of my Solfeggio frequency videos, then you maybe already heard about 111 Hertz. And in this video, I'm going to go a lot deeper into it, explaining you like all the properties, all the research that has been done, and why I think it's super powerful. And I show you ways how I use it in my music. And already in the background, we're hearing 111 Hertz and some harmonics of 111 Hertz to just get us into the mood. But before we get into the music side of things, let's explore a little deeper. What is this frequency and why is it so powerful? So I have a sheet here for you, right? And Eeshi-Ra, which is like a sound healer and a woman who is like deep into researching the powers of frequencies in terms of healing and expansion of consciousness. She's writing, this is a number code hidden in the Last Supper painting by Da Vinci, and it's also regarded by ancient mathematicians as a number of the microcosm. 111 Hertz is found in ancient Neolithic chambers such as Newgrange in Ireland and the Hippogreum in Malta. It has been used in Russia since the 1940s for insomnia, sleep treatment, and since the 70s this has been used in cranial electrotherapy as a treatment for anxiety, depression, insomnia, enhancing memory, brain function, anhedonia, so the inability to experience pleasure, and more, right? So wow, that's a lot of applications of this frequency. And then more like recent research, in 2013, 111 Hertz was found by Dr. Vladimir Sherbak, I don't know if I spell that correctly, pronounce that correctly, an astrobiologist, Maxim Makukov, I guess, in Kazakhstan, to be the first number code in our DNA. So that is really interesting. And research by Dr. Ian Cook of the UCLA showed an unmistakable effect on the brain by this frequency, such as causing a temporary shift to the right brain to bring more balance, stimulating the part of the brain that relates to empathy, cognitive behavior, emotional processing, and moderating correct social behavior, and deactivation of the speech center to encourage a more internal focus, right? So it seems like this frequency has something unique. It affects our brain in powerful ways, and it seems like the ancients have used this by creating sites and temples that resonate at that frequency, probably to help them get into this deeper meditative state and to achieve a state of higher consciousness and union and oneness and all that good stuff. And there's a guy that I highly recommend you to check out. It's him. This guy is Jane 108, and he's one of the modern mystics. Like, he has, you can see his library is huge. He has all the books about all, you know, the ancient knowledge, all the mystery schools, all about sacred geometry. And he does free webinars. And this one, he dedicated a whole webinar about 111 Hertz. And he was talking about the harmonic and how it's used also in architecture and how you find it in the universe. And this is a somatic representation, so you can see it's a very beautiful pattern, and it's already reflecting the shape of our DNA in a way, because our DNA molecules are made up of pentagons and hexagons, and here you can see like the structure within it. And he's also like pointing out that 111 Hertz is used in mental health programs to help ex-gang members get rid of addictions and depression, right? So super powerful. It induces a theta brainwave state of enhancing creativity, better dream recall, deep relaxation, de-stress, boosting the sex drive, okay, reducing fatigue, transforming limiting beliefs, and then again the Russians with the sleep therapy that we already heard, right? So super, super powerful. Like so many applications you can use with just this one frequency. So that's why I suggest you definitely work with that frequency in your music, and how you can do that I will show you in a minute, but let's dive deeper into it. So here you see a representation of the cave in Malta, the Hypogeum underground chamber, which is resonating at 111 hertz, and they call it the holy frequency. And you can see there's a number of ancient sites and temples that resonate the frequencies of 111 hertz, including the temple in Malta. Dates back to nearly 3,500 years ago, right? And it holds a unique secret. The structure resonates at 111 hertz. And there's more frequency resonating chambers across the globe, but this is one of the most famous ones and the most researched ones. So yeah, as I said, like our ancient ancestors built temples that resonated at that frequency, probably to just feel really good. And people like who were in this cave, like you can actually read the research of the physicists who were in there measuring and stuff, and they were starting just to hum, and when they hit that frequency, instantly they felt better. They felt the ailments were gone, they felt more light, they felt more positive, so yeah, it's definitely super powerful, and maybe you can already feel the effect of the sound in the background. It's very stimulating, at the same time it's calming, and yeah, so also it is seen as the frequency of cell generation, which is also really interesting, right? Findings of MRI scans suggest that exactly at 111 hertz, the brain switches off the prefrontal cortex, deactivating the language center, and temporarily switches from left to right-sided dominance, right? This is already what we stated out, which is responsible for intuition, creativity, holistic processing, inducing a state of meditation or trance. At this state, you get connected with the universe, source, or the creator, right? And this might be the reason why they built those structures that resonate at that frequency. Sound frequency of 111 hertz is associated with the production of endorphins. The ceiling frequency assists in cell rejuvenation and regeneration. So it's like anti-aging frequency as well, if you want. And by producing endorphins, the 111 hertz relieves pain and elevates the mood. It can increase feelings of overall well-being, empathy, and it improves focus and memory. So yeah, that's all like a lot of good stuff. Then you can see how it's related to the Solfeggio frequencies, right? Because all of the Solfeggio frequencies, they are 111 hertz apart. And I will also get into how the Solfeggio tuning is also the musical tuning for 111 hertz music, and how 111 hertz is actual a Solfeggio harmonic if you look into the Solfeggio matrix, because there's more than just those Solfeggio frequencies, and that is a topic for another video, but let's just have a look here at the Solfeggio matrix, right? And here you see there's a lot more Solfeggio frequencies, and there's subsets, and there's the frequencies that are mostly known are referred to, these are these ones here, seed 6, and those are the ones that are referred to the earthly frequencies, and those are the ones that we mainly work with and that you mainly find on YouTube, but there's a lot more, but they are a little bit more powerful and need to be used with caution. So this is why mainly those are right now available to the collective consciousness, and as we evolve, people will start to use more of these frequencies and find out more about it. But if you're curious, check out soundsofwonder.com. There's a lot of stuff about Solfeggio frequencies and the research that this guy has done. What's his name again? Yeah, G.W. Harden, like a mathematician from Harvard, and he is also connected with metaphysics, and he's saying like, all the tones must be 111 hertz apart, and here you can see seed 9, and this is also what is referred to as the angelic frequency, so 111, and then the double 222 333 444, right? So here you can see the connection to the Solfeggio, but if I go into this as well, then this video will be like super long, so let's focus on the 111 for now. And now let's actually dive into the Ableton and bring up the volume a little bit. So what we're hearing here is an isochronic tone created based on 111 hertz, and then on the overtone harmonics, like the next harmonic 222, 333, 444, 555. And that's a cool thing. This is a plugin here called Binaural Harmonics, which you can get on this website here on Faded Instruments for 2020. It used to be 4040, now it's 2020. And it's a really cool tool to easily create binaural beats and isochronic tones and set the frequencies, right? And I will make another video maybe about how this works, because I don't want to get too deep into that. But basically, what you are listening to right now is like 111 hertz pulsing at 4.5 hertz isochronic tone or binaural beat if you have headphones. So this is the isochronic tone and this is the binaural beat on top here. So if you have headphones, you hear the binaural beat pulsing of the 111 hertz. And then the next harmonic is like 222, and then the next one is 444 if we go in octaves, right? So octave is always double the frequency. So the 444 hertz is then creating the isochronic tone, pulsing at the same 4.5 hertz theta brainwave state, which is connected to the shamanic consciousness. So I love to use 4.5 hertz for meditative journeys and for deep sound healing experiences, because this is a very powerful state of consciousness, and it's very powerful to entrain the brain into this state, because it's very expanded and it's tapping deeper into our dormant potential, and it's going beyond the physical, which is also like the 111 hertz supporting that. So this is going on right now, and if I start playing, so this is a little journey I've created, like an idea, a sketch for a 111 hertz journey. And in a second I will get into it like bit by bit, what it's all about. Show you the different channels. So we start here with the operator. If I solo this, we have the operator all set to fixed frequencies, and they're all playing harmonics of 111, or let's say octaves, right? So it is 111, and then we have an octave below that, 55.5 hertz, which you can use as a drone, and then an octave on top, 222 hertz, and then the 444 hertz, which is then another octave. And they create this kind of harmonium kind of sensation, because I have the LFO modulating the volume. So it's kind of, you see, like it's kind of like a tremolo or like a harmonium, and then I put like some reverb on it, and this is kind of like just the frequencies, but almost playing like a harmonium. Like if I change the rate, you know, it gets faster, but then it's too fast. So let's find a nice slow, and this is perfect because 50-40 results into 9, and this results into 6. You know, as you know, I'm obsessed with the 3, 6, and 9 as well, so I always choose parameters that add up to 3, 6, or 9. So yeah, that's basically this kind of harmonium. Just playing the frequencies with the operator, and then again, my favorite plugin, the Decent Sampler, because it's free. And they actually have a singing bowl. Like if you go to Piano Book, you know, and you search for Decent Sampler, and then you search for the singing bowl, then you will find it. And this one is tuned to 440 hertz. So in order to make it harmonic with 111 hertz, we need to retune it to 444. As you can see already, I set the tuner here to 444. And I'm using a plugin right now from Waves, which is called Sound Shifter. And here you can shift in real time the pitch, right? But you could also record it and then just shift the clip up by 15 cents, the audio clip. But this does it in real time, so it's a bit more convenient if you want to spend those $20 or $30, I think, and you can apply this plugin, and it's tuning it in real time from 440 to 444 by shifting it up 15 cents, right? And then you see the tones that I'm playing here are Solfeggio frequencies again, right? So this is very close to 528, but it's also the C in the Solfeggio scale. And if you look at it, I'm just playing C and G. And in general, as I said in other videos, in sound healing, I only use like stable intervals because for me, it's all about harmony. It's all about stability. So fifths and octaves are the most stable intervals that you can get. So I always work with fifth and octave. And in this case, it's like fifth, like C and G, but it's like a fifth below. But those are like Solfeggio frequencies, like the 369 and the 528, so the root chakra and the solar plexus. So that's really cool. So the singing bowl is playing those Solfeggio frequencies. And then, what is that here? So here we have the tuning forks, which again are tuned to 440. But I shift them again with that thing to 444. And I also apply the auto pen, so you get a little bit of movement. It feels like the forks are moving around your head. If you have headphones, you can hear that. And then again, you can check, it's also playing Solfeggio frequencies again. If I go to the frequencies here, you see, again, 369, so the G and the C. So it's the same notes, but different instruments. So you have a different timbre, right? But you feel like this harmonious resonance, like this stability that you get out of it. And then if you look at the clip, again, it's just C and G, same like the singing bowl, but in different timings, right? So that they don't trigger at the same time, so there's a little variation. All right, so let's check the next one. So this one here, all these sampler, this is called the Waterfall Pad. And this is just for like some atmospheric texture. And again, I'm just playing the C, which is the root note of the C major scale. That is the scale of the Solfeggio frequencies. So I'm always working in C major when I work with Solfeggio frequencies. And so this is just basically, if we solo this, it's basically just a pad made out of waterfall sounds by boosting the harmonic, the overtone harmonics that are part of this scale. So we have that. And then what is going on here? Ah yeah, that's just like a little guitar again playing C, just to add a little bit more ambience. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can just keep that going, you know, and you can use that as a background for your guided meditation, or you can just, you know, listen to it and meditate and go within. And then just let the 111 hertz do its magic, basically, right? And you can use different instruments. Just make sure that you always tune it to 444 if it's originally in 440, because this is the tuning for the 111 hertz music, because those are like octaves or harmonics of the 111. So for the maximum harmonic resonance, you want to go into this tuning, 444, which is also the Solfeggio tuning. Yeah, so I think that's it for this video. If you're curious to know more how this thing works, I can make a video about it, and then how to actually use it to create binaural beats, isochronic tones, and how it works, because it's a bit unique in the interface. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you in the next one. Keep creating magic and healing with sound. It's very powerful. We're just at the beginning of realizing actually how powerful it is, and it's very exciting that technology like this can support us to get there.